Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this afternoon's meeting. Sorry for the slight delay, but we're having a little technical difficulty. First, I'd like to ask everybody to please bow your head for a moment of silent reflection. And thank you. Mr. Minges.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners. Our next agenda meeting is scheduled for Wednesday, May 1st, 2019 at 2 o'clock.
Very well, thank you.
We have two items on a supplemental agenda today. Item number 1, docket number 2019-57E. SCE&G is 2019 annual update on its demand-side management programs and a petition for an update to its rate rider.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Belzer.
This item comes before us today for consideration of South Carolina Electric and Gas Company's 2018 annual update on demand-side management programs and SCE&G's petition for an update to the associated rate rider. With regard to the rate rider, I note that both SCE&G and the Office of Regulatory Staff assert that the company is entitled to recover in this proceeding $13,765,392 as amortization of program cost. Also, $76,448 for net loss revenues and $1,463,898 as amortization of the shared savings incentive, for a total requested recovery of $30,305,738. I move to approve the revised DSM rate rider figures as set out in Exhibit 8 to the company's filing and Exhibit 1 of the ORS report. These rates will be effective for bills rendered on or after the first billing cycle of May 2019. A residential customer using 1,000 kilowatts per month would have a bill reduction of approximately 37 cents. With this rider, I move that the company file its revised tariff within 10 days of receipt of the order on this issue. Further, in this docket, Walmart Stores East and Sam's East, as well as the South Carolina Coastal Conservation League and Southern Alliance for Clean Energy, filed letters or comments regarding the company's current DSM programs and rider petition. I want to set forth this Commission's expectations regarding the DSM potential study which SCE&G is currently conducting. SCE&G has stated that it plans to present the findings of its study to the South Carolina SCE&G Energy Efficiency Advisory Group prior to filing the study with the Commission, and that it anticipates the study and portfolio recommendations will be completed by the end of June 2019. I want SCE&G to be on notice and to be fully aware that this Commission expects the company to consider the comments of the SCE&G Energy Efficiency and Advisory Group, as well as comments from interveners such as Walmart, South Carolina Coastal Conservation League, Southern Alliance for Clean Energy, ORS, and others in improving the DSM programs, and that this Commission expects the company to continue to engage in collaborative efforts to improve its DSM programs. Further, when the study is filed for review, SCE&G should be aware that the Commission will be assessing SCE&G's collaborative efforts, including considerations of comments and suggestions offered by the interveners and interested parties to the DSM program. This completes my motion.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Belzer's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. And the motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 2 on the supplemental agenda, docket number 2019-130E. It's a motion for status quo and a request for expedited review.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Irvin.
This is another case before the Commission, very similar to a couple of others that we've previously dealt with. And they're common in as much as this involves another solar developer that has raised objections to or reasons why it should not have to complete a milestone payment to South Carolina Electric and Gas Company. Apparently, the deadline for payment has allegedly passed, and the parties now disagree on the implications of that fact, including requests for immediate resolution. These issues are complex, and they have the potential to affect other solar developers that are waiting in the queue for similar action. As you recall, in the Beulah Solar docket number 2018-401-E and in the Eastover Solar docket number 2019-51-E, we consolidated those cases that were set for resolution to promote judicial efficiency, and that included discovery and oral argument, if needed, prior to a hearing on these matters. Our staff has checked with the parties in both the Beulah and Eastover cases, and those parties have agreed to consolidate those cases due to the great similarity of the issues, facts, and arguments presented. So, since this is yet another similar dispute, I further move that we consolidate this case with the other two cases for resolution. So moved.
You've heard Commissioner Urban's motion. Are there questions, comments? Not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, turning to our utilities agenda, item number 1, docket number 2007-179C. It's the third amendment to an interconnection agreement.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Hamilton.
Mr. Chairman, I would move that we approve the third amendment to the interconnection agreement between Ovey LLC and Bell South Telecommunications LLC, doing business as AT&T South Carolina. So move, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Hamilton's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 2, docket number 2003-332C. The fourth amendment to an interconnection agreement.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Howard.
Thank you. I move we approve the Fourth Amendment to the interconnection agreement between IDT America Corporation and the Bell South Telecommunications LLC, doing business as AT&T South Carolina. So move, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Howard's motion. Are there questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 3, docket number 1999-323C. Birch Communications is seeking to withdraw its request for a name change.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Williams.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I move to approve the request of Birch Communications to withdraw without prejudice the request for name change. So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Williams' motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The motion carries.
Item number 4, docket number 2019-121G. It's an agreement for transportation service with Firm Gas Standby.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Howard.
I move we approve the agreement for transportation service with Firm Gas Standby between Care Alliance Health Services, DBA ROPA, St. Francis Healthcare, and South Carolina Electric and Gas Company. Chairman, ORS has no objection. So moved.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Howard's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. And the motion carries.
Item number 5, docket number 2011-169G. It's an agreement for transportation service with Firm Gas Standby.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Belzer.
I move that the Commission approve the agreement for transportation service with firm gas standby between South Carolina Electric and Gas Company and Swiss Chrono South Carolina Limited Liability Corporation Company. ORS has no objection to this contract. So move.
Heard Commissioner Belzer's motion. Are there questions or comments? Not all in favor, please audibly say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. And the motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 6, docket number 2018-257-WS. This matter concerns Kiowa Island Utilities' proposed notice to customers.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Whitfield.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve the proposed notice to customers provided by Kiowa Island Utility related to the Commission's decision on April 17th, 2019. So move.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Whitfield's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. And the motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 7, docket number 2019-2E, the South Carolina Electric and Gas Company's annual review of base rates for fuel costs.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Williams.
I have a motion that will reduce rates for ratepayers. I move that we generally adopt the joint proposed order filed by SCE&G and the Office of Regulatory Staff. After the hearing, I think it became clear that there was a source of disagreement between the litigants, particularly between SACE and SCCCL and the company, involving 3 gas precedent agreements with Elba Express, Mountain Valley, and Southeastern Trail. While the fuel contracting practices are an important subject and one which this commission gives great attention, these 3 agreements are not ripe for review. The other significant difference between SACE and SCCCL and the company involves the characterization and recommendation for treatment of the SEMI contract. The contract in question was approved by Commission Order number 2007-273. And at that time, the Office of Regulatory Staff reviewed the agreement and offered no objection to its approval. The contract has been and continues to be highly utilized, for which fixed reservation fees are appropriately recovered in this proceeding. Further, recommendation of SACE and SCCCL would ask the Commission to require procurement of services through RFPs. I think that we have, at least at this time, appropriately dealt with that matter in our order number 2018-804A and docket number 2017-370-E. The result of this motion is that the residential ratepayer using the standard 1,000 kilowatt hours per month would experience a rate decrease of 20 cents per month. When coupled with reduced DSMEE rider, which takes effect at the same time, the ratepayer using 1,000 kilowatt hours per month will see a total decrease of approximately 57 cents per month. So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Williams' motion. Are there questions or comments? If not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. And the motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 8, docket number 2017-281E. It's a motion for admission pro hoc vici.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Urban.
I move that we grant the motion for admission pro hoc vici of Joseph S. Dowdy, attorney filed on behalf of the complainants petitioners on this docket. So moved.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Urban's motion. Are there questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The motion carries. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, turning to our transportation agenda, items number 1 through 6 are new applications that can be taken together. Item number 1, docket number 2019-124T, is at Ease Transportation, LLC. Item 2, docket 2019-123T, April Transportation, LLC. Item 3, docket 2019-128T, Martina Johnson, DBA Mose Transport. Item 4, docket number 2019-126T, Brownstone Media Group, LLC, DBA King Carriers. Item number 5, docket number 2019-129T, Renee Non-Emergency Transport, LLC. And item number 6, docket number 2019-55T, is the Moving Squad, LLC.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Hamilton.
Mr. Chairman, I would move that we approve the applications in items 1 through 6 as identified by Mr. Minchie. So moved, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Hamilton's motion. Are there questions or comments? Not. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. And the motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 7, docket number 2018-399T, is a request for an extension of time.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Urban.
I move that we grant the request for an extension of time. So moved.
Heard Commissioner Urban's motion. Are there questions or comments? Not. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 8, docket number 2008-140A, is also a request for an extension of time.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Whitfield.
I move that we grant the request of Soda City Movers, LLCs, for an extension of time until August 31, 2019, to file the 2018 annual report. So move.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Whitfield's motion. Questions or comments? Not. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. And the motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 9, docket numbers 2017-94T, 2019-91T, and 2019-96T, is a request to cancel.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Williams.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I move that we grant the request of Zion Taxi, LLC, to cancel Class C, certificate number 9237. So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Williams' motion. The questions or comments? Not. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. And the motion carries.
Okay, item number 10, docket number 2014-447T and 2019-96T, is also a request to cancel.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Howard.
I move we grant the request of Holy City Limousine, LLC, doing business as Holy City Limo, to cancel their Class C charter certificate, and that number is 9048. So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Howard's motion. Questions or comments? Not. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. And the motion carries. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, that completes today's agenda.
Thank you. We're following this meeting with a transportation hearing in a few minutes as soon as we finish up our live stream comments. So as of now, we are adjourned.
Good afternoon. Following each Commission business meeting, which takes place at 2 p.m. on Wednesdays, we host these post-meeting summaries to give context to the issues discussed by the Commissioners during the meeting. If you have questions, we encourage you to reach out to us at robert.bachman, B-O-C-K-M-A-N, at psc.sc.gov, or via social media by following the SC Utility Consumer Program on Twitter at @UtilityConsumer and Facebook at SC Utility Consumer. Today's business meeting started at 2:04 p.m. and began with 2 items on the supplemental agenda, beginning with updates on SCE&G's 2018 demand-side programs. Commissioner Belzer spoke to the updates provided and asked that the company continues to engage in collaborative efforts to improve its DSM programs. The Commission will be assessing these efforts and incorporating feedback from interveners. Commissioner Belzer's motion carries. Next on the supplemental agenda, related to a solar development case and Ecoplexus Incorporated's motion to maintain status quo and request for oral argument on the motion to maintain status quo. This action arises because parties disagree on the implications of an alleged mispayment and are requesting immediate resolution. Commissioner Irvin moves to consolidate this case with two other similar cases for resolution, and that motion carries. Item 1 on the utilities agenda for today, a request to approve the Third Amendment to an interconnection agreement between Envoy LLC and Bell South Communications LLC, doing business as AT&T South Carolina. Following a motion made by Commissioner Hamilton, this was approved. Next, the commissioners discussed a similar request to approve the Fourth Amendment to an interconnection agreement between IDT America Corporation and Bell South Telecommunications LLC, doing business as AT&T South Carolina. Commissioner Howard made a motion to approve, which carried. Item 3 asked the Commission to consider Birch Communications LLC's request to withdraw, without prejudice, the request for name change. In this context, for the layperson, without prejudice means that the option to refile in the future remains open. Without objections from any party, and following a motion made by Commissioner Williams, this carries. Next, the Commissioners discussed a request for approval of an agreement for transportation service with firm gas standby between Care Alliance Health Services, doing business as Roper St. Francis Healthcare, and SCE&G. Following a motion made by Commissioner Howard, this carries. Item 5 covered a request to approve transportation service with firm gas standby between SCE&G and Swiss Chrono SC LLC. Commissioner Belzer moves to approve this agreement, and the motion carries, noting that ORS has no objection to this request. Moving on to Item 6. Following a Commission decision on April 17, 2019, which approved the stipulated adjustment of rates for Kiowa Island Utility Incorporated, staff requested that notice of any adjustments must be delivered to the utility's customers. A motion was made by Commissioner Whitfield to approve the notice that was provided, and this motion carries. Item 7 dealt with SCE&G's annual review of base rates for fuel costs. Some background on this matter. On April 3, 2019, the Commission held a hearing regarding SCE&G's proposed adjustments to fuel costs, with the company and the ORS filing a joint proposed order. The Southern Alliance for Clean Energy and SC Coastal Conservation League filed a separate proposed order. Commissioner Williams, noting that the motion and the order filed by ORS and the company reduces costs for taxpayers, moved to approve that joint proposed order. This motion carried. Finally, on the utilities agenda, the Commission considered a motion for admission pro hoc vici for an attorney filed on behalf of the complainants or petitioners in docket number 2017-281-E. Following a motion made by Commissioner Urban, this carries. In addition to the items discussed today, the Commissioners were also briefed on 57 more utilities-related items, and you can find the complete list of these items and corresponding docket numbers on the utilities agenda available at the PSC website at dms.psc.sc.gov. Again, that portal through which you can find docketing information and anything else related to these cases is dms.psc.sc.gov. Moving on to the transportation agenda, the Commissioners heard 6 requests for new applications for Class C non-emergency certificates. These 6 requests were granted following a motion made by Commissioner Hamilton. The Commission then discussed 2 requests for extensions, one for an extension of time to comply with rules and regulations, and one for an extension of time to file an annual report, and 5 requests to cancel certificates. These requests were all granted. In addition to the items discussed during this meeting, the Commissioners were advised on 11 other transportation-related items. The complete list of these is available through that docket management system website at dms.psc.sc.gov. The next Commission business meeting will be at 2 p.m. on May 1st. This meeting will be live streamed through our website at www.psc.sc.gov. For questions and more information, please follow us on social media, on Twitter at PSCofSC, or on Facebook at the Public Service Commission of South Carolina, or call the offices of the PSC at 803-896-5100. Thank you.